Now we're going to start step 10. So for step 10, we're going to be adding a while loop after prompting the user to enter decision, which is really kind of what they're starting up here. In the body of the while loop, we're going to be adding if, elif, else statements to check the user's decision. And we're going to use the following notes as a guide for what the user's decisions mean or what happens when the user's decisions are equal to these strings over here. So let's start with the user decision being new. So here's our while loop. And remember, I'm reprompting at the end of the while loop so that I don't get stuck in a forever loop. So I'm going to add the code for my responses to conditions other than quit before that. So the first one they're asking us to handle is if the user input is equal to, so we use double equals to compare, new, and colon. And then what we want to happen needs to be indented under that if statement. It needs to be that block of code indented under the if statement. They told us if the user decision is new, we're supposed to create an instance of a new post and add it to the all posts archive. So first thing we're going to do, it says, is create an instance of a new post. So to create an instance of a new post, we need two things to be arguments. We need the username and the message. I'm looking at my post class and my post file to see what we need to create a new post. And we actually did this back in steps 1 through 6, but we manually entered a username and then manually entered a string for the post as well. In this case, we are storing the username already as a variable. Up on line 6, we gathered the username and stored it as username. So we can pass in username for the username, but we still need to get a message for the post. So let's gather the message from user input. So gather get the message from user input. And first I'm going to create a new variable called message and get the message from user input to store in that new variable. So creating my message variable. And setting it to the response of the prompt that the user will give me from this prompt. And so I'm going to tell them for the prompt, enter your message for your post. Okay. Let's go ahead and test that, what we've got so far. Testing the results of what happens when I enter new. So I'm going to enter new, enter a message for your post. Hello there. Right, and then it reprompts just like the next code is asking me to do. Again, I'm seeing that I don't have a space here. Give them a space so it doesn't jam it up right next to it. So try again. New. Hello there. Great. All right, the second thing they want us to do in step 10 for the new, if the user enters new for user input, is they want us to add the post that we just created to the all posts archive. So add the post to the list that was created on line 3. And we called that all post archive. And I'm going to go over that in the next video because I'm running out of time on this one.